What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. Going to be a great day. I can't wait to get it started. Let me share this show so everybody can get. Let me start the show off like this. Let me start the show off like this.
Tell it on the mountains, the Cleveland Browns have won. One more time, say go. Tell it on the mountains, over the hills and everywhere. Yes, go. Tell it on the mountains, the Cleveland Browns have won. Go. Tell it on the mountains, the Cleveland Browns have won. One more time, say go.
I'm back, y'all. I had to go get something, so I thought I'd start it off the show. Let me share the show with everybody, because people be waiting on me to share it. So let's see, when it pops up there, I'll share it. Hold on. Share the show. I see you, Daryl Anderson. I see you, man. Hold on. Come on now. They ain't popped up for me yet. Let me see. They ain't popped up for me. I got to share the show. Share the show, Daryl. A little late on it, y'all. A little late, huh? Few minutes late. Have it came through? Wait a minute. Oh, I got it. It's gonna be fun today, Daryl. It's gonna be fun. I came on a little early yesterday. Now I'm just looking for it to pop up on Facebook. That's all. Let's go. Well, okay, there go Robert had a lie. With every pop up on Facebook. I got it. Let's see. Can I share it? Can I share it from there? Let's see. I don't know how to do it. Is anybody? Brandon Weefall is there? Okay. Let me go to YouTube. Let me share my stuff. My stuff ain't popping up right. It ain't popping up right for me today. Weefall. That's when I know I'm gonna have a good show. When it don't be doing right, I know some. Let me share this show right quick. Share it with to Twitter. Man, I saw some good stuff. I saw some good stuff today too. Uh, it's kind of gonna be epic today. This show gonna be kind of cool today. But I'm gonna need your participation now. Because sometimes y'all get a little lazy. I'm gonna need your participation. I'm gonna need you to share it. Darrell Anderson already shared it. I'm trying to find the actual post. I'll be behind when I don't do that like that. Golly. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. I found it. I found it. Share. All right. Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna share it again. I'm gonna share it to my groups. And then we'll get to rolling. Somebody been changing my stuff, man. Somebody been changing my stuff. But what else are we gonna go? Where else gonna go today? It's Tuesday. Rockets won last night. Let me see, can I see it up on my screen here, y'all? Hold on. Trying to get everything settled. Have anybody shared the show today? I know sometimes we don't. Yeah, they haven't got the show shared yet. Let's see. Let me see. Is Robert Hatter? Testing. Wait a minute. Did y'all see U of H last night? What did y'all think about U of H last night? Did y'all see it? Talk to me. I'm just trying to find some. What did y'all see? What's up there, Miss Belinda? Anybody see? Um, did anybody see or check out U of H last night? You know, they's in the player era tournament. Uh, and they play again tonight. They play Tennessee, which is going to be a more difficult game tonight. We need to talk about that. Share the show if anybody. Coach Sampson was critical of U of H after Coach call. With he was real critical. I mean, Coach Sampson. I mean, I like how he just give it to you like it is. Houston won 78-72 against Syracuse, and I just said yesterday. I know people sitting up there saying, "Robert, you haven't shared it." I know how they think. I know how they do. He said they're learning to play together. Okay, all right, okay, but so is every other team in the league. At least U of H got Eric. U of H got people that U of H retained some players that they had last year. You follow me? I'm just looking for some. You know what? I ain't gonna even worry about it. U of H had people. They retained some people, so they don't got 15. They don't have 15 players they start new with. So you saying he got on the bigs? How about they were playing? I mean, it's just. I mean, it's kind of unique. I looked at it, and I looked at it. I said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute." Hey, did y'all remember if you was on the show yesterday? I mentioned, I told y'all that the young fella was going, what his name? Kingston Flemings. I told y'all that he's gonna struggle sometime. Didn't I say that yesterday? And that's part of the game. Nothing against him. He's just not coming in this league and just dominate. You just not. It's gonna be some ups and downs. What up? Yeah, but a question: do we have a problem? Share the show. Do we have a problem? Houston, do we have a problem? Defensively, what I saw, they were not connected. And I was trying to find this one play. They had this one play, man. I wanted to play back how they just didn't communicate. Chris Sanak, and I knew he was going to struggle defensively. And but that, do you have? I got a question. Do you have long-term questions about U of H? I think they're gonna get it right. I think they're gonna get it right. But my question to y'all: do you have long-term questions about it? Nobody gonna replace Jawan Roberts now. Let's get that out the way. He can always, we throw the ball in him, when all that's fair, he'll turn around with that left hand and get us a bucket. What's my man now? He ain't got JoJo. JoJo can't score 10 points in the gym by himself. But he gonna go get some rebounds. And Chris Sanak, by the way, he went and got 12 rebounds. So I can't get mad at that. But he said, I don't think so. They can work on things that were problems. Okay. You don't think it's a problem for them. Okay. See, they don't have an LJ Cryer who can just go get us a bucket, ladies and gentlemen. Guys are opening up to drive to the basket. And like they go around the pick and roll. I saw where Uzang had, all he had to do is get the ball in there. The big fella had a wide open. I don't know if you don't trust the big fella to catch it or what, but we got to hit those passes. Because what the defense is designed to take it out of your hand, you hit the open man, that's Doc City. But you got to be able to trust the big five when he dived to the basket. And I don't know if y'all can make that pass. Can you saying make that pass? Like I said, the miscommunications on defense. You either call the switch or let me come through. Call the Sharp and you saying don't trust him. Oh, that's what you're saying. You're going to either call the switch on the defense. Anybody watching this to play basketball, call the defense or let me through. Call the switch and let me through. And I just see Sinak calling out his actions yesterday, and Coach Sampson agreed with me. He said, because on the show yesterday, I mentioned that Keith Fleming's going. He ain't finna tear the league. We had already put him in the green room. But Coach Sampson said Fleming's was really good against Auburn. Tonight, he looked like he was in the witness protection program. Hold on. Coach said the man looked like he in the witness protection program, man. The Houston Cougars didn't play that well, and they still found a way to survive in overtime. And did y'all see Lala? Lala and Melo was at the game. I'm serious. I really like seeing them at the game. Watching their son. Man, I got some important topics. Y'all need to share this show because I got some stuff that we gonna talk about today. And I'm just trying to figure out how to really just how to set it up and how to make it happen. It's unique topics. Unique topics gonna help us. Gonna help us. Melvin Dudes, what's up? These games will only make Fleming better for the final stretch. Absolutely. But I was just thinking about it. They play Sharp and Usain. Somebody just said Sharp and Usain carried them with 52 points. These are the type of games that you can lean on when you're playing in conference play. Let me see. Where I'm gonna start today. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw something that got me yesterday, touched me yesterday, and I need some more of y'all to talk about it. You can't fake influence. You just can't fake it. You're gonna either have it, and there's some crazy things over the last 24 hours since this young man Shedeur played. It's a whole lot of stuff been talked about. And ladies and gentlemen, share the show right now so we can talk about it. Cause I don't know where I'm gonna go with it yet. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, what are my angles. I always try to come out with certain angles, certain things, so we can learn something. We can enjoy this stuff, but this you can't fake it. I was watching. They were watching. Let me see, can I find it? This was going on in Africa the other day. Watch this.
Shitter! Shitter!
Oh my goodness!
Shitter!
What time is it? We see the stars.
Prime time, Shitter!
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't fake influence. These young kids were watching Shedeur Sanders at 1 a.m. in Africa and showed it's dark out here. It's daytime there. Brandy, King Sticks, you can't fake it. And then, see, Kendrick Perkins said some crazy things, but he made me think, and I just want to share. I'm just going to repeat what he said, but he said something. Brandy, stuff is cold. Brandy, I was watching the NBC part of the CBS broadcast. Brandy, I didn't see the whole game because I didn't tape it because it didn't look like they was gonna put that game on TV. Why would they put two? Why? This is how I was thinking. Why would they put 2-8 teams on the CBS broadcast? Because I forgot what they had on the broadcast that was scheduled. They had another team, a game, a schedule, and not Shadua's game on my thing. I think that's how I remember. But I was thinking about this, right? And I can't gonna be able to play them out there when he start playing his song. But CBS did this the other day. They played his song. Hey, y'all. This is about to be good. Y'all need to share this. Brandy, they played his song on CBS. Brandy, y'all talk to me. Y'all, that don't happen. Who else song got played? Who else got a song? Hey, y'all. Is this some of that? Y'all watch me. Allen Iverson type influence? Brandy, King Sticks, share the show. Is this too? Where we gonna go? Brandon, I'm gonna just stay here, Brandon. I'm gonna stay here, Brandon. Brandon, how do you have a whole sports cast where everyone is in lockstep? Everyone on the sportcast is in lockstep talking negative about Shadua. Should it be one person? Should it be balanced? Should it be one person that like you follow me? I saw this. It's the Eric Mangione, whatever his name is. Used to coach for the Cleveland. It's terrible. But I saw something. Y'all just watch. I can't play all of it because it's so long. I just want you to listen to those words. Watch this.
Coach, Browns needed a win. They got to win. Were you a fan of the comments from Browns' new starting quarterback?
Why? That's how we got here, right? Isn't it? That's how we kind of ended up in the 5th round, because of talking like that, because of presenting yourself like that.
Good for you, man. Like you.
Hold on, let me go back. Y'all watch this, Brandon. I want y'all to see how these people be thinking. So when y'all be looking at the tweets, this how they thinking. Watch this, Brandon.
Coach, Browns needed a win. They got to win. Were you a fan of the comments from Browns' new starting quarterback?
Why?
Why?
That's how we got here, right?
That's how we got here. That's why your black butt got picked in the 5th round. Watch this.
Isn't it? That's how we kind of ended up in the 5th round, because of talking like that, because of presenting yourself like that, and
all he's saying is a lot of people wanted to see me fail. It ain't gonna happen.
I get it. You want to be confident, and that's fine. You should be confident, but you don't need to take it to this level. And it's one of those things where you had 11 completions, and the defense had 10 sacks. You were playing the Raiders, which just fired their offensive coordinator. Things are fairly dysfunctional with that group. And I get it. You had 1 week of practice. Baker Mayfield went to the Rams with less than 48 hours of practice, and
Y'all see what I'm talking? Brandon, are you listening to him? He go comparing. Brandy. Is anybody else other than Brandy here? Thank you, Brandy. But Brandy, there's nothing wrong with being a confident man. He's secure in his skill set, and that scares people. Y'all need to share this show, because I'm finna give y'all something. Y'all, boy, I'm finna give you something today I ain't never gave you, buddy. It scares the people who's looking to bring him in, and they want to bring him here in the hill, boy, hill. No, he wasn't. Not that year. You're right. But the comparison, Brandon, I'm just showing you how far-fetched it is. What they should be looking at him and seeing greatness in the making. Ladies and y'all, let's be honest. Let's be honest. You don't like him because he's flashy. Because he got a nice watch. Better than yours. Better than mine. They just sound like haters to me. He's a rich kid. Who has really earned it. Shedeur Sanders has worked his butt off, ladies and gentlemen, to carve a name out for himself. It's not easy walking in the footsteps of greatness like his dad. Do y'all know how much pressure this boy was under yesterday to perform? Do anybody out there play sports, anything? You play golf, you play something? A lot of sports kids don't live up to the hype and even make it in this type of scenario. Now, he ain't no underdog. No, he ain't no underdog story. Shit, he started all his life, had the best of all his life. But most of these sports kids, they crack under pressure. It's just too much. I told y'all need to share this show, because I'm finna get into something. I'm finna get into something. I want to do anybody see where I'm going. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. What you know how the Rev say? Just hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. I'll just wait. I'm just wait. Now my people on here. Now I can talk. Now I can talk. Y'all just play. Y'all just play Sienna. Okay. All right. He said, I like how he's doing this his way. He's his own man, and he has integrity and character to do it. Most kids would mess up. I don't know if most kids would mess up. I ain't gonna go that far. I'm just shouting him out, cause dude, you all right. All right. It's just too much to me, y'all. It just shows you how much a harder worker he really is, because no one is going no one gonna be harder on Shedeur than him and his dad is already. And y'all gotta understand, all he said was, in his presser, a lot of people wanted to see me fail. And y'all know that's true. But it ain't gonna happen. And then, what is that, Mangini? That's how we got here. See, and they talking about the Raiders ain't good, right? The number one pick this year, Cam Ward, he played against the Raiders. He was 26 of 38, 200 yards, 222 yards, one interception, one touchdown, two fumbles, and a strip sack in return for a TD. 5 sacks in all when they lost. But when Shedeur beats the Raiders, it's just the Raiders. But the number one pick quarterback, he gets drummed by the Raiders. Y'all see, I got to add context like this so y'all can understand what's going on. His father is one of the most confident athletes of all time and talkers. It's extremely normal to him. His normal isn't everybody's normal. That's why people feel this way. He was raised, y'all, to be confident and letting you know it. There's a difference. You can't relate. And now they use the 5th round draft pick argument, but now he's not a, hold up. They use the 5th round draft pick. Oh, well, he's just a 5th round. But now he's not a 5th round talent. What did this young man do to y'all? Man, I sit there and watch one. Y'all watch this. I had to show y'all this one again. This was kind of amazing to me. What? Watch this. Watch this. Yo, a lot of y'all went around 5 years ago. They're trying to use the media to tear this kid down, but it's not working. A lot of y'all wasn't around. But I took all the heat in the world and didn't mind. Because all I said was, I ain't want to argue with you folks. I said, I've been in this business for 30 years and I ain't seen nothing like him. Brandy, there's some things you do, and you done been around the school system for a while, and you're a professional in that area, and you come across something, come across a student, or come across a coworker, and you say, man, that person is so outstanding. I never seen nothing like it. Many folks argue that he needs to be more humble about what? Who is arguing that? Who are the many folks? Who, Eric? Who telling him he need to be more humble? He bowing before God, not before them. He give God all the praise. That's who you're supposed to be humble with. You said many folks. Who is the many folks? Does he need the high level of confidence he shows to stay on point? Many folks argue he needs to be humble. No. It's called self-assuredness. No, I'm messing with you. Older black people say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I ain't been around nobody that said that to me. I ain't been around nobody. But the young man that told you his daddy told him not to like. His daddy didn't like his daddy put a bounty on Dion. Son, you hurt Dion in the game. I'm gonna give you $10,000. Yo, this generational. Jay Jackson, this ain't a day, happy Thanksgiving ain't a day that I celebrate. Maybe y'all celebrate it. So that's not a day. Do you know about that holiday? Have you studied that holiday? Jay Jackson, you can say happy holidays, but happy Thanksgiving ain't. Did you know what they was doing? Do you know what happened? Jay Jackson, do me a favor and go really study what happened on that day. That ain't nothing you should be thankful for. Now, if you just want to be thankful. But no, man, y'all, in case y'all wonder, that's my man Jay Jackson. He just be talking about happy Thanksgiving. What? No, sir. No, sir. Not gonna be able to do that. Not gonna, not gonna be. I ain't got time to break it down. I'm gonna let you break that one down for you. Got to learn that one for yourself. I'm not breaking it down. Sometimes you got to go look at something for yourself. So, hey, that's a hell, that's a hell of a hell of a holiday. But let me keep going, man. And then, hold up, y'all. Y'all got to share this. This is going to be crazy. And then, did y'all hear what Kendrick Perkins said the other day? And I don't even talk about Kendrick Perkins that much. He make me laugh. But he said, y'all watch this now. Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since 2009. I need something. Somebody need to be typing right now. Kendrick Perkins said, Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since 2009. That's when Barack Obama came in office. What y'all think? What y'all think, man? Talk to me. What y'all think? What y'all be saying? He said, hold on. Why? He said, I celebrate in the spirit of what all the wonderful things God has done in my life and life of my family and friends. And I eat turkey. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But I still want you to go back and study what that day. Yeah. You can give thanks in your life every day. You can thank God for you and your wife every day. You don't have to wait. You can do it 365. Since it's that great to you, Jay, you can do it 365 days a week, a year. You can celebrate it every single day. Every day. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my family. And you can eat turkey. Fried turkey every day you want to. I ask you to go and look up the holiday. The holiday. Eric, you said it made sense. Barry said, can't be tripping. Let me keep going. He was talking about the reactions of people watching the game. Even me, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't tape the game, but I was out playing golf. I had the game. I was listening to the game. I don't know what about this young man right here, man, that I just like. I want to see him play. Is that? I like seeing him play. I loved him at Jackson State. Got a chance to watch him at Jackson State. Got a chance to watch him at Colorado. Got the chance to. My favorite football player. Yeah. Yeah. I just thought about it. Right now, he's my favorite football player. When Shedeur Sanders is on the field, I want to see it. And when Kendrick Perkins said powerful, he says two sides to it. He says two sides to it. Two sides to it. You got the black community. He brings whole black communities together. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man, when he got to Cleveland, the Cleveland front office and the community outreach people, they told him, don't go over in this neighborhood and do nothing, the black neighborhood. No, we're gonna set you up. And he said, oh, hell no. Them people just got 200 units got burned down. I'm finna go up here and I'm finna go over here with them and make sure they all right. In the Cleveland area, in case y'all didn't know, in case your friends didn't know, so tell a friend, tell another friend. When the white folks told him not to go over there, he said, no, I'm going over here to take my, he said, I can send some money. No, I'm bringing myself. Brandon said the first time she ever watched the draft before is because of him. Perk might be on to something, Barry, because we was talking about influence. He said he haven't met one black person that said one bad thing about Shador. But I just found out Eric said it's some old black people talking about he need to be humble. No, he don't. He's an athlete. He's an NFL quarterback. I ain't never heard nobody tell Jackson Dart he need to be calm down. Baker Mayfield need to calm down. Johnny Manziel, y'all didn't tell him he need to calm down. Y'all like that swashbuckling. But when the young man put his fist up in his air, saying it's perfect timing, he need to be humble. Sometimes we need to think about what we thinking ourselves about the young man. Also Kendrick said he has the balance. Watch this. I'm arrogant and I'm humble too. Because he always giving the credit to somebody else. He ain't giving the credit to him. They thought he was giving the credit to himself. No, he was giving it to his maker. He bows down, he sits and kneels before the game. He bows down before him and worship and adore him. And he got a little showmanship. He's having fun with this stuff. Y'all need to share this. I got somewhere else I'm going to go. I got somewhere else I'm going to go. Y'all know I'm going to go. Watch this. This pregame, before the game even started. So Eric, tell your old people, your old black people, he said, we are cool, calm, and collected. We.
And what?
It ain't nothing to us. Us. Eric, tell your old people, clip this out and see. Then she asked him a personal question. What do you hope to show? I love that. Y'all share the show. I need somebody talking to me today. Coach, y'all gonna talk. I got some stuff for y'all today. Man, them people don't like that. Them folks don't like that. They don't like that, Jay. Jay, I like that. Jay said, I celebrate my family. I like that, Jay. But Jay, they don't like that, Jay. Are y'all hearing him? Are y'all hearing this boy? Tell your old people that. That's about as humble you can be. But Kendrick Davis said, and on top of all that, he said, y'all want me to fail, and it ain't happening. Hold up. Then Kendrick said, y'all watch this now. Y'all listen to this. he is the most, then he amended it. He said he's the most powerful black man in sports. Then he said, matter of fact, forget black man, he's the most powerful player in sports right now. Yo, this is interesting to me. This is interesting to me. This is interesting. Let me see who this ringing on my doorbell, y'all. Hold on. Hold on.
Shitter! Shitter!
Oh my goodness.
Shitter!
What time is it? We see the stars.
Prime time, shitter!
I'm sorry, y'all. That's that UPS people. But can I talk to y'all today? Lean over. Let's lean over. Let's have a fireside chat. Let's pretend. Let's pretend we back, over on the continent where they used to teach where the griots and the jollies and all the leaders of the tribes and they sit up under a tree and everybody just sit and learn up under the tree. Let me tell y'all, I found out. Involved black fathers piss people off. I told y'all finna give y'all some. I don't know what y'all playing around. You ain't shared the show. I told y'all I'm finna give y'all some. Why? Because black fathers like Deion Sanders, LeVar Ball, LeBron James are often resented by sports organizations, sports media, and also people who give endorsements deals. They're resented. But I'm telling you, I grew up in it. My son grew up in it. I told y'all in this city right now, it's some people who, if you got a dad, he's an overbearing dad because he don't let you tell him what to do with his son. Some about people and people who trying to use it, like who was that just telling me about somebody just sent me some things about street agents right now. Chris Dishman. I hope I have time for that. Dudes just coming off the street, just trying to sell the people's kids to everybody. Yo, these people are selling your sons, man. Share the show. Because there's some mammies and some daddies out here need them. These dudes out here selling your sons without your consent. Now, if you consent, say, man, go get my son a deal. Okay. Y'all listen to me. But here's why. They hate Deion Sanders because he was so good and they couldn't do anything about it. Mr. Bartholomew, some people don't like you because you're so good and ain't nothing they can be about it. See, Brandy, people ain't gonna like you because you're so good, they can't do nothing about it. Eric, who else on the back? Ricky Scott, some people just don't like you because you're so good at what you do, Barry, at what you do, and they can't do nothing about it. Jay Jackson, people don't like you because you're so good at what you do and they can't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it. For LeVar Ball, they hated his pride in his sons. And I used to let everybody know I was the first one to buy the shoes. I bought the shoes right on the show. And it was very apropos. The same guy I did that to, he came and gave us the first interview. When he launched his when he launched his, that little Ballers League. I'll never forget it. They see that as arrogance instead of seeing it as support. You follow me? And LeBron James, they hate him because he made a pathway for Bronny that Bronny didn't deserve. And I'm just sitting up and thinking about Rex Ryan and his fat. I ain't gonna fat. I'm sorry. Rex Ryan always talking about somebody. Dude, you's a Nepo dude. Your daddy, Buddy Ryan, got you and your son, you and your brother in the league. See, y'all keep forgetting that. Rex Ryan, who always talking about Shadua. You're a Nepo baby. I don't know what you mean by, and they hate you won't do it for them for free. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that one, Melvin, dude. What you mean, and they hate you won't do it for them for free. I missed some because I ain't talk. How did that come into the conversation? Clear that up for me before I go any further. I'm just trying to find out. And who hate you won't do it for them for free? Who, what, when, where? Why? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm waiting. I'll move on. See, y'all, I mean, y'all got to realize, let me help y'all out. Let me help you out. Melvin Dudes, you've been on this show too long. I'm talking about a lot of things. You said they hate what you can do and they hate you won't do it for free. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. That wasn't where I was going with it. That's why you threw me off. Let me get back. Let's get beyond the personal conflicts and talk about what's really at stake and what's really going on. People don't like Black fathers being involved because they know when a Black father is involved, you can take advantage of their son or their child. I go back now and just think about it. I was just going to see my baby, but some people was asking people, man, Hatter's dad is at every game. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, my son played 1,600, 1,700 miles from here. Had about 28 games a year. I went to about 26 of them. It's a few of them I missed because, they had the bad storms and the nor'easter and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't get there. But people was noticing that because what? It's not normal. You can't take advantage of the children like you could if a Black father wasn't involved. I'm talking about I ain't talking about these Black ass fathers who on the take. So some of these Black fathers, listen, y'all, they are on the take. They can be bought. 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 And it ain't nothing. I'm telling you, I've heard it on the telephone. I've been on the conversations. They can be bought. And the worst person in the world is a Negro that can be bought because he'll sell you out for anything. See, when a Black father's involved, you just can't give them no slave deal. A real Black father. You can't misrepresent your son. You can't steal from them. I represented a kid one time, his family was stealing from him. And I risked telling him, hey, player, dismissing. Who been handling your money? I ain't handling. That ain't my job. My job is to get you the money, Melvin Dukes. But you got $5 million missing. Where's that? You're going to have a hell of a tax liability if we don't find out where this damn money went. Told y'all I'm finna give y'all something. This is real. But I told him, well, man, you got to come in there with me. I said, oh, shouldn't have did it. Eric shouldn't have went in that meeting. I should have let him handle that himself. But guess what? My client wanted me there for his support and his advice. All the sports agent is a contract advisor. He's an advisor. He give you advice, the right and correct advice. So I went in there, I said, look, this is what's going on. And you've been handling the money. Hey, after that meeting right there, they had to get rid of me. They said, we can't steal while this. Son, you got to fight that. Y'all never forget it. It's the sickest story in the world, man. You got to get my book to get all of it. But because the father has already been around the block, especially Dion. So now the real issue is why you don't like black fathers being involved. Because it takes away your power. Bartholomew, I don't even know you, boy, but I know you taking this information back to wherever you live and wherever you at. And I hope you applying these principles. For every black player who has ever been misrepresented, who's been robbed, I love Bronny James in the NBA. I love it for him. I love it for us. And for all the hate that Shedeur Sanders is getting because of his father and not because of anything the kid has actually done. And I love what he was able to do in this game this weekend. Y'all don't understand how I feel. I felt, and that's why I was so pissed off at Jerry Jeudy. The dude that went down there and fumbled that ball. Let me show you. This is why I was so pissed off at him. Right here. This young man fighting and playing for his life. His professional life. And this clown come down there playing with the ball. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Everybody wants this boy to fail. Are you a double agent? Do you work for Kevin Stefanski, Jerry Jeudy? Could anybody explain to me what he was doing? All I can tell y'all, you can't deny his talent. To the black fathers out there, stay involved in your kids' lives, man. Whether they play sports or not. Whether they're boys or girls. Whether they came by accident or intended. Brian McKnight. You guys make a difference. Show up and be present. Just show up and be present. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something I want to. I'm just so excited about. Let me see. I'm so excited about what the Anthony Lawrence collection is doing. They got golf teams. Let me just play this.
Don't be good. Be great. Don't make noise. Make history.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be talking about this brand. I'm so excited about this brand. I'm so excited about the young man who been on this show for a long time. I love it when people come bring stuff that's on this show, come and do something great. And y'all, we have to find out, even if he ain't got TSU stuff, you need to tell the people, you go to that website and say, look, he got a lot of stuff from your school. He got a lot of stuff from your school. He ain't get TSU stuff will be out during basketball season. The swag, it's going to be out soon. It's coming soon. So, but I'm just excited about even being able to partner with the Anthony Lawrence collection, man. Been wanting to do this for a long time because I believe in the product. I've had the product. I got some of the product, and I everywhere I go, it just turns head. It's great quality. So do me a favor, go to that website, find something. Great Christmas presents for people, and just check it out. Check it out. And let me know. Let me know how it go. Okay. All right. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Cause y'all, it was something bizarre happened. I talked about over the years about University of Georgia's football team. The players always having traffic violations. But this one was a little bit different. Let me share y'all something. Young man named Nair Daniels was arrested, which reportedly involved his mother. And a wild police chase adds another chapter to Georgia's ongoing reckless driving saga. Georgia is once again having to deal with a player being arrested for reckless driving. Judging by the reports, details of the arrest of backup lineman Nair Daniels would be lucky to find another place to play football. And his mother also allegedly involved in the bizarre police chase. Y'all ain't, remember dudes, y'all ain't heard about this? In what seemed to be happening on a more consistent basis than any other football team in the country. There is something about the Georgia's football team. The players are not learning from the deadly incident 3 years ago that impacted the program. That killed people, young girl, young dudes, killed them. According to a jail spokesperson, Nair Daniels was arrested Sunday on multiple felony misdemeanor charges connected to the incident. The redshirt freshman from New Jersey was charged with fleeing and or attempting to elude police officers, affixing materials that reduced or increased light transmission, reflectance off windows, and 2 charges of second-degree cruelty to children. He had kids in the car. Nair was booked on additional 10 misdemeanor charges that include reckless driving. Um, uh, and just this past month, another kid on the team named Nitro Tuggle, and Marquise Easley for their involvement in a separate incident. Tuggle was driving 107 miles an hour outside of Athens area. But y'all, this one right here was a little crazy, right? Because according to Fox News in Atlanta, Daniel was trying to create a diversion for his mama, Brandy Canada Green, who was already engaged in a traffic stop with the local police for running the stop sign. So his mammy got caught running the stop sign, the police giving him a ticket, right? Right. So the report state that Daniel, the son, the one that played for Georgia, he sped by the scene, going 100 miles out because he saw his mama messed up. He sped by the scene going 100 miles out, which led to the police leaving the mammy and start pursuing him. The police, forget the stop sign, traffic stop sign. I'm finna go get this dude going 100. You can't make this up, y'all. Mind you, this all allegedly started on Sunday morning. What if y'all have been at church 9 a.m.? What if y'all have just been at church? And now you're Daniels also having 2 minors in the vehicle. Somebody said, in what could be described as a scene from Smokey and the Bandit. Is anybody listening to me? Is anybody, what's up, Ivan Petty Jr.? Are y'all listening to me? Ivan Petty, I'm talking about the young man, Nair Daniels from, young man from the University of Georgia football team, man. It just, hold up, y'all, hold up. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Then, hold up now. What was it? So he took out, the police took out him. The mammy took out after the police. Brandy. Melvin dudes, cause somebody talk to me. Oh, somebody got to talk to me. The mama took out after them. They didn't let. She done got away. She could have been gone. She took out after the police car and her son. And guess what? She caught up to the chase where she tried to block another police officer from catching up to the chase. She was going over in front of the police. The police, man. Oh, yeah. After the officer decided that the situation was too dangerous, they called off the chase, but waited on the mama to pass them by before initiating another traffic stop and stopped her again. After finding out who she was, it was determined that the other person who had gotten away was her son, Nair Daniels. Sometime later, Georgia football staff brought Daniels to the police department so he can turn himself in. Ladies and gentlemen, when I think about Brandy, you being an educator, a lot of friends of mine are educators. And the message that we give these kids, we really got an awesome responsibility. The mama, the boy trying to protect the mama could have got away Instead, she following the police and trying to block the police. But ladies and gentlemen, our young people today are the future messengers of our society. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the appropriate messages, because if we do not, then their message and whatever they're getting from somewhere else and their action will adversely affect our present, future, and even the lives of our loved ones when we gone and met our demise. So it's imperative that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both at risk and none at risk. Our responsibility might start at home, but that's not where it ends. Black teachers, your traditions are you train your Black teachers. They was at a conference, and their traditions are you train your replacement. That's how you make sure that the mindset scales. You train your replacement. This is to be replicated and held on to. Got to have something to hold on to. Brent, you got the rope. Y'all all are hanging on. All of us teachers. I'm teaching today. It had to be passed on. It's not like a relay race, not like where we pass it and then we step back. No. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's like a group relay. These Black educators, they were convening in Philly over the weekend. Then they have a Black lawyers conference. And they were just talking about, and when people call me up and people get on this thing and always talking about what people are not doing anything, you know what I ask them? Are you a part of an organization? That's why I try to get y'all to be a part of this Chop Shop. That's the question that I'm asking people right now. When you're always talking about ain't nothing, are you a part of have you shared this show? It's easy to sit on the sideline and complain about all the things that ain't happening. It's easy to do that. And I know ain't nobody talking to me but Brandon, I'm going to just talk to you. You can actually get involved with people that are doing stuff. And there are people that are doing things out here. You just don't know about it. Because we're too busy in our own headspace. And we don't know enough about each other. Remember, Rob was talking about the 6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees. There's a 1 degree of separation. We all doing something, and we all are connected. Petty doing something, Brandon doing something, Melvin Dude's doing something, Eric doing something, Bartholomew doing something, Ricky Scott doing something, all of us, Barry Scott, all of us doing something, Barry. But what if all of us did something together? Jay, we doing something. See, y'all good over there by yourself. What if all of us was doing together? Robert Young over there doing something, Rosie doing something. Y'all follow me? Is my mic on? We can win. You have to be a part of the Chop Shop, not just to. You got to be a part. Hey man, look what Robert said. Watch this. Watch this. All of them that's left the golf course and watch and listen to the show. Where else are you getting this information? It only happens because we are a community with our knowledge and our experience. It's the only way that I like how y'all fill in the blanks when things I don't know. I said a guy went to Yale and the guy went to Harvard. Guess what? Kevin Freidman put it up there on him and said, Rob, he went to Harvard. And his brother went to that other school I was talking about. He had a twin brother. I just got it mixed up. This thing we doing is transformative, man. It's all the power of conversation. Having a conversation on here one day, it's a young man sit there and he said, I told him something about knowing his worth. And man, he went back and he had retired. Well, he's a young man. He old man. He's an older gentleman. He retired and then went back in the workforce because he knew, and now he running stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I had an epiphany. That they have conditioned us with this thing called rugged individualism. They have convinced us to believe that just put one person on a pedestal, just one at a time. We just give one Beyonce, one Jay-Z. Why we don't have thousands of them? We just got one Robert F. Smith. Why don't we have millions of them? But they tell us only one person can occupy that space. But the reality is that our power is in the masses. The power is in the community. The power is in our collective knowledge that we all then share with one another. The bigger the echo, the bigger the knowledge. And once we get it, that's our superpower. Brandon, we also got to remember that we can do anything. We can demand things that we want. I keep telling people in that summer basketball community all the time, you can demand this stuff. I hear this a lot. They ain't gonna let you. Who is they? Man, them white folks, man, they ain't gonna, man. Who is they? And how can they stop you, Brandon? Is this stuff working? Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know if they can hear me. Who is they? We got the masses. You are a human being. You let yourself do something. Only thing stopping us is us. Are you owned by them? Are they? We can let ourselves. That's what we're doing right now. But for some reason, ain't nobody talking back to me. I'll wait. I ain't gonna say nothing until somebody else say something. So, oh, I like that. I got 20 thumbs up. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm just going through my notes until I find out somebody's on the screen. Somebody got to say something. Is anybody there? Let me see. Let me see if y'all saying something and it just won't pop up. Let me see. Hello? Let me see. Thank you, Doug. Doug. Okay. Come I couldn't see it. Thank you, Doug. Doug, but I'm just sitting here, Doug. Cause I just posted something and it didn't pop up either. So let me see. It ain't popped up yet on the screen. Let me try it over here too. Cause I like to just know y'all talking to me because this is Doug. I got some. Doug, just hold on. I got something for you, Doug. I just put hello. I hope that's it. Oh yeah, it popping on the screen. Jay, Doug, I've been studying that thing on Brandon Ayuk for you, and you never seen nothing like it before. But y'all, we can let ourselves, Doug, do whatever we want to. That's what we're doing now. We letting ourselves. There's no such thing, listen, as a toxic community. You can't be a community when some people talking about toxic. No, you can't be a community. You're something else. If it's toxic, it's something else. It's not a community. But I was thinking about this week. I was thinking about what my man Jay said earlier. Jay, don't leave me, Jay. I was thinking about what's gonna happen this week. They're gonna release CLAUS on everyone. CLAUS. 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 It's that time of year. Buy. B-Y. Excuse me. B-U-Y. And we must tell them bye-bye. B-Y-E. B-Y-E. That's why I spell B-U-Y first. Because they finna unleash us on us this week. See, I've had the advantage of going to Macy's and watching the Macy's day parade. The parade is very different in person than it is on the long running commercial on the National Broadcasting Company, NBC. It's different. It's different at the parade. Y'all looking on TV. When you stand there by Macy's on the corner of 34th Street and you see Al Roker and the crew on this platform and you see the cameras and you watch the cameras go up after a commercial break, then go down, they go down and up, right? Hold up. Them don't stop nothing. When they want you, they will do anything you want. We just don't believe we're worth it. Absolutely, Doug. Absolutely. Let me put that on the screen. That's why I value y'all. I'm gonna talk stuff. I'm gonna disagree with you, but ladies and gentlemen, Jay Johnson, I value y'all. But I'm just watching, Doug. I don't know if you ever been there, and I'm just watching. when you see the cameras, right? You watch the cameras go up and down after the commercial break, right? It's unbelievable. You see the brands coming around. Every float is a brand. It's because they want to sell something to your child. That's why the kids are in the front and the parents are in the back. This is all planned. Did y'all know this? And you see the brands where you see the floats. Every float got a brand on it. Now the cameras are down because they're seeking stuff on the commercial. The cameras down, they selling stuff on the commercial now. Then when the commercial's up, they come back up on the thing. Man, it's just, and all the cameras go back up. And see, you don't ever see what you missed. But you see what never missed. The commercial floats. The ones that selling stuff. Oh, here come the float from this product. That's all it is. Have you ever thought about that? Every float has merchandise on them for children to see and for parents to buy. The kids are right up front. This is the world's largest commercial. And then, of course, at the end, it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Or Santa Claus. The merry mess. Some asks, is it Satan or Santa? In the capitalist sense, you have to ask your questions. While Claus is waving his hand. Buy. Now, B-Y. B-U-Y, B-U-Y. He's not saying buy B-Y-E. He's saying B-U-I. Because the doors of Macy's, soon as this, forget Black Friday, soon as that parade clear out, the doors of Macy's open. So you can spend all your money because your children have told you what they need to buy because they done saw the floats. Macy's, the Thanksgiving Day parade is a commercial. And somebody, I was talking to some guys the other day about that. He said, Robert, I never thought about that. Then I'm listening to Chris Dishman. I'm glad you're here, Doug. Doug, I need your expertise on this one. Choco King, he said bullseye. I'm just, in case you didn't know, some of y'all know that stuff. But, you know, some of us, but I saw this, Doug, and HBCU football coach sounds alarm on street agents trying to poach his players. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas Southern head coach Chris Dishman voiced strong frustrations this week over what he described as a growing sense of unqualified street agents attempting to lure his players away. Wow. Dishman said the problem has worsened as individuals posing as agents approach young players with false promises and unethical financial demands. He said, I call them street agents, Dishman said. During the SWAC coaches virtual press conference, they are not real agents. We already have these fake agents out here poaching our kids. It's a shame that we allow that. Now, just as not just as a university, but as the NCAA, these people are poaching our kids already. Ain't nobody said nothing. But this hasn't stopped agents from circumventing it, saying Dishman. The Tiger second year head coach. It's a process, Dishman said. He said that is predatory for some players who haven't established themselves to a level that they would even need an agent. Man, it's somebody. Y'all, listen to me. Y'all think I'm playing. It's a daddy. Called me and asked me, would I come over to the school and talk to the basketball team about agents and all like that? I said, no. I come to the school, talk to all the kids about it. Because the kids on that team ain't gonna need nothing. Just doing the players on the team ain't gonna make no impact. But I'm sitting there thinking about what Chris Dishman is saying. He said, everybody want to be an agent. He said, you can't have an 18 or 19-year-old kid talking about he has an agent. He said, you haven't even lived life to have an agent. Coaches and staff members are prohibited from contacting any player who has not yet formally entered the transfer portal. Somebody saying something. Somebody said it's gotten out of hand. Dishman also criticized the financial exploitation behind the agents' tactics, claiming that some of them are charging 18 to 20% for doing nothing but sitting at home making calls. He said these practices divert attention from education and the athletic department. Oh my God. We have to educate our young men. Y'all, I've been giving a master class on this whole industry for the last 8 years on this show. And it seems like people are getting dumber. That's why I tell y'all to share the show. Y'all haven't been sharing the show because some of these people just ain't getting it. He said, what's frustrating about coaching these days, Dishman said, everybody wants to be an agent, but nobody wants to work or go get a degree to be one. To combat the issue, Dishman urges players and families to rely on trusted, what's that word I use? Advisors rather than outsiders with questionable motives. He said, and the agent can't even help them. One kid left and went to the Ohio Valley Conference when he was set up to learn, get better, and get out there. But Brandy, I can't even get mad because I done told him this was coming. Brandy, I told him. Yo, you know what? She said, I wish she had found me sooner. That's all right. Guess what? Watch this, Brandon. Watch this. You might have didn't do it for your kids, but you're going to affect somebody else's family and somebody else's kid because of what you know now. Because of what you know, you're going to be able to help somebody else. Yo, that's what this is about. Man, and then I was watching the Rockets last night, and I saw that little boy, Reed Shepherd. Let me tell y'all something. Reed Shepherd, you know I was worried about him? Watch this.
How willing has Devin Booker been to play the right way? There's two on you, set the table. Goodwin shooting 38% from three.
Inside out, Sengun. They are second in the NBA in jump shots made per ball game. A Kogi 3-ball won't
Look
go.
at that little boy
That's
slicing and die. I didn't know he had
this.
this.
Steven Adams.
Paint touch.
Outside look. Holiday, yes.
Suns converging on the
Watch
defensive
it.
board.
Watch it. Paint touch.
Shepard over to Thompson. Thompson double.
Watch this. Let me see. Paint touch.
Penetrating kick out. Sengun for three. Money.
Ball was out of
Looked like
bounds.
the ball was out. Shepard inside and a.
How willing is Devin Booker?
Fred Van Who? He said, tell them don't believe what they see on social media. That always, man, come on. Man, if y'all believe what goes on social media, ain't nothing I can do to help you. Ain't nothing I can do to help you. Nothing. Hey, Nathan. Let me see what else I got for y'all. Oh, I got so much. He said hello. I did want to talk about Nate Burleson, who's on, I think, what is that? NBC, CBS? What Nate Burleson on? CBS Mornings. He needs no introduction. More than a decade after starring for the Lions, his big brother is helping lead a different Detroit resurgence. Nate Burleson played for the Lions, a wide receiver. He's on Good Morning America. Good Morning. It's one of them Good Mornings. And then he's on the NBA, what's that, CBS NFL broadcast. But his brother, Kevin Burleson, is one of the architects of the NBA's #2 defense and the 15-2 Pistons. Man, these Pistons balling, man. Nate Burleson, big brother, forging his own Detroit legacy with the Pistons. Kevin Burleson remembers the long drives through the Metro Detroit area in the passenger seat of his younger brother's car. He said the Detroit Pistons assistant coach was able to see everything, the good, the bad, the in between, regarding the city. According to brother Nate, when the Lions wide receiver who had just signed a 5-year deal in the spring of 2010, who had gotten to know Detroit intimately through interaction with the fans and his business and his community adventures. Shout out to the Burleson brothers. Shout out to them. Y'all, then I found out my boy, he said Rockets got Lil Joker and Lil Austin Reed. Boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. These people put too much value in perception and no research on reality, but they think they do, Ken. They think they know. I forgot the my heart goes out to Denver's forward Aaron Gordon. He sustained a grade 2 right hamstring and would be reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks. Man, that's a hell of a blow. But Denver is so stacked. These players are getting hurt, man. Players are getting hurt. You know what? I got a suggestion for the Players Association. I just said it about 100 times, but they ain't been listening. Allow teams to put their players through a real training camp, man. For 30 days, 2 days, and have to use the first month of the season rather than to use the first month of the season to get you in 82 game shape to avoid these risks of muscle injuries. These muscle injuries, man. I was just thinking about it. Talked to a young lady and a young man the other day. Young girl. See, I like to share stuff like this with y'all. Going to talk to y'all about this talented, gifted, educated young lady who is trying to navigate herself around corporate America or in the corporate space. And she is the only minority in her department. Okay? A pattern had developed which was particularly annoying to her. Every time a big project came around, her ideas would be dismissed. And a week or so later, reintroduced by a Caucasian coworker, and it would be hailed as genius. Having had enough time, having had enough, had enough the next time it took place, she just had enough. Rather than remain silent, she calmly chimes in and said politely, I'm sure that all the demands of this job requires your mind is completely stretched. But if the secretary would kindly read the notes from the meeting 2 weeks ago, you would be reminded that this idea was brokered by me and you decided to pass on it. The entire executive staff looked like deer in the headlights and had to concede that in fact that she was correct. She was immediately placed as lead on that project. She never shouted. She didn't slam her papers. She didn't storm out. She just simply found the courage to stand up for herself. Young people, I wish I can get all of y'all to commit to this poem by Connie Webb, W-E-B-B. Look her up. I was thinking about it. I would love for you to get your children to memorize it and to internalize it. The poem by Connie Webb is titled Standing Up for Yourself. In the first stanza, it says, I will truly accept myself today. No more worrying about what you say. I will do what I really want to do. No longer will I be controlled by you. And then in the stanza 3, she writes, I'm going to skip over 2. I'm going to let you go get some of this yourself. Connie Webb. She said, no more me saying yes to please. I will say the word no with ease. Too many times I let others lead. That is not the way for me to succeed. I have got to stand up for myself. Share with your children when they're on holiday break. Tell them not to just memorize this, but I want them to eternalize this. Tell them this from Uncle Robert, this amazing poem by Connie Webb. Connie Webb. So that your grandchildren, I can't wait to talk about this. So that your children, see, when I see when we FaceTime in the day, this is what we talking about. So that your children, your godchildren, your grandchildren will understand their God-given right and responsibilities to stand up for themselves. And that poem is just apropos to for adolescents. There are some, hold up, but it's not just, but it's some adults need this too. And know it for yourself. We need it. Just think about it. I know people got quiet on me. Hold on, I can feel people get quiet on me. But last night, let me before I get out of here. Yeah, we got good time. Before we get out of here, the NBA now. You know, because I'm trying to give 20, 20 games. That's a great portion of the schedule. And you can really tell in that 20 games, you can sometimes tell who the pretenders or the contenders are, right? Oh, Connie, Connie, Webb, Webb, Connie Webb. Little Connie Webb. Standing up for yourself. But let me get back to this. The Detroit Pistons are 15-2. That's 17 games. 15-2. The Toronto Raptors, where did they come from? They 13-5. Miami Heat, they supposed to lost everything. Tyler Hero been hurt. He just got back last night. 12-6. Cleveland Cavaliers, 12-7. New York Knicks, 10-6. Atlanta Hawks, 11-7. Orlando Magic, 10-8. Philadelphia, man, hold up, this division pretty tough now. This Eastern, at least they I don't know. It's a little parity over here in this East. Oh, then I go over here. Oklahoma, OKC, 17-1. It's 18 games. So by next week, on Monday, we're going to have a clear picture of what's going on. Denver Nuggets, 17-4. Rockets, 11-4. The Lakers, 12-4. And LeBron been out. Spurs, 11-5. Phoenix Suns, 11-7. Minnesota Timberwolves, 10-7. Golden State, 10-9. Portland, 8-10. Memphis Grizzlies, 6-12. Now the Jazz, the Clippers, the Kings, the Mavs, and New Orleans, you can throw them in the ocean. I know Nico glad to be away from that team right now. But I mean, y'all, it's just getting good out here, y'all. I mean, I know, college basketball. Let me see. It should be starting. Let me see. Where else I can look at it. Where? Hold up, y'all. Let me see what they got. Let's see what's happening in college basketball right now. Well, I know what some games on. Oh, Michigan State. Oh my gosh. Michigan State beating the brakes off East Carolina in the Fort Myers tip-off. In the players' era, Iowa State is whipping up on Creighton. Iowa State be balling. Who else we got? U of H gonna come on at 5. Over in the Maui Championship. Yeah, all of these games are on now. Let me see if I missed something. Baylor and St. John's, that's a good game on 3:30. That's the players' era. That's where they're getting that bread at. Everybody else ain't getting them no bread. Who else we got? Then Auburn and Michigan, tonight. And Gonzaga, Maryland tonight. And UNLV in Alabama, they lost. They're going to play in the players' era tonight. They play every game. U of H better be ready tonight. It better be ready tonight. Samson, let me see if I have anything else to give y'all before I get out of here today. Tomorrow, Women Rock Wednesday. Is anybody going to the Bayou Classic? Do I have any Bayou Classic people today? Is anybody going to the Classic? Man, I remember I used to go there. I've been a few times, but I remember when I went as a kid. Lakeisha, Bayou Classic, you going? Happy birthday again. Patrick Bunch, what's up? God bless. Yeah, happy birthday, Melvin, dude. My bad, man. My bad. You right. Happy birthday. Oh, see, Lakeisha going. That's a real Gremlin night. That's a real Gremlin, boy. That's the boy. Gremlin is Southern. I'm telling you, I remember that game as a little boy. And the reason I haven't been since I've been grown, because y'all didn't really have no pros. I could have went down there and snatched me a couple of athletes up out of there. Y'all ain't really had no surefire ones. So I didn't never go because but it's a great, you know what? It's a great time, man. If you've never been, it's a great time. The Bayou Classic. It's one of the most unbelievable situations that I mean, it's just a great place to be. You know, all the people down there. You know, the Southern. You know what, girl? You gonna make? Hold on, girl. You gonna really? You know what? When you going? You know what? I ain't got no room. I ain't got nothing yet. I'm gonna wind up just going. I'm gonna wind up going. I really am. I'm serious. And you know what I was thinking about too? I meant to talk about this last week and I didn't. For all the talk about James Harden being a playoff choker and like most star players, Harden's teams generally beat all the teams they were favored to beat and lost against teams in which they were underdogs. Uh, I think I'm gonna go down there, man. I'm serious. I mean, I just want to go down there and be around all them black folks. I'm gonna just tell the truth. He said, "Happy birthday to you, a minute." Okay, but anybody else other than Keisha? Anybody else? But James Harden and Clayton Kershaw, but unlike Kershaw, he never had the luxury of playing on a team with a $400 million payroll, and he had to deal with the Warriors at their peak. James had to deal with the Warriors. No excuses for him, but I just like people sometimes to put just a little bit respect on him. I was looking. Okay, my son said he had Houston. Okay, he said, "Wow." I'm gonna call him after the show. He said, I was thinking about it. I was looking at this picture of Harden, Steph. I was watching this picture the other day. I'm gonna make it big. That's an old commercial. Harden first got to they was in a commercial, right? And Harden, I'm watching Steph, Katie, Harden, still showing flashes of prime form at this stage in their career. Crazy longevity. Have you been watching what James Harden been doing? I know y'all don't like him, but y'all been watching what he been doing. Like they really, really love this game. Him, Steph. KD just, James never take days off. They had to make him. But I love how people are giving James his flowers the other day. I just wish we gave him his flowers during the peak of his powers. Harden was so good. He somehow normalized dropping 40 points. That was just a regular day back in a time when dropping 40 points wasn't a nightly occurrence. So much energy has been spent talking about his free throws and what the playoff series that he didn't show up in. And people just cleanly ignore that you watch one of the greatest guards to ever pick up a basketball. one man was a Chris Paul hamstring or Scott Foster masterclass from dethroning the greatest basketball team ever. And I don't forget stuff like that. You know, I sit there and really, really watch this stuff. And I remember people calling Russell Westbrook overrated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how we do these things. He said, I'm too tired and hungover to drive. I'm flying. Oh, my son, oh, I thought he was hitting the road. Oh, he gonna fly in. Okay, okay. Man, the man just coming from Austin, talking about he gonna fly in. But it's something else I wanted to give y'all before I got out of here today. How many minutes I got? I got 2. Now, you know, right quick, what y'all got exciting going? What you got? Melvin Dews, what you got this weekend? What you got? Keisha, I know where you going. But Keisha, what day you leaving on? What's the best day to go? Cause I want to see all that stuff. Cause if I go on, man, I leave out here on Thursday. I ain't worried about no. I leave out here on Thursday. Cause I don't celebrate that day no way. So if I get that Thursday, I'll be all right. Let's see. Melvin Dews, what you doing? Doug, what you got this weekend? Brandon, what you got? Who else? I'm just trying to see what everybody. Bartholomew, what's going on this weekend? Barry McDonald, what's happening up there? What's happening up there in Austin? Eric, what you got this weekend? Tell me what you got. Anybody doing anything? I know it's taking long for it to come up there. Oh, Texas A&M versus Texas game. Oh, I like that. That's good. What else? Anybody else? That's a good one. Cool. What you got? Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock now. I can get out of here. Anybody else? Mr. Hatter, you are so awesome with so much awesomeness. And I'm so blessed to know you. And I thank God for you. You crossed my path. Thank you, G. Man, Mr. Burnside, you one of the best men I've ever met in my whole entire life, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. You've been like a brother to me. Since I moved here, y'all got to remember we from Memphis and we was up in Houston, so we had to be brothers. So I mean, thank you, man. You just made my day, man. Happy holidays to you. You know, I hope working on a launching a new project, a project. We'll be watching basketball and football by working in Eden. Okay, let me know when you need me. I know you said you got something going on, and we going from there. But it's 2 o'clock, y'all. I can't wait. I think what's tomorrow? Uh, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna come on tomorrow. I'm gonna let y'all be doing y'all stuff tomorrow. I might not come on tomorrow because I might be doing something tomorrow. She said headed to hoops giving tomorrow with Jimmy to give out the turkeys. Okay, Leah. Okay, Leah. That's right, Leah. Your organization, the Moses Malone Foundation, is okay doing something. That's good. Memphis sent you. He said Memphis sent you your boot and Christmas list. Yeah, my grandson, he yeah, I got, yeah, I got this boy, man, this boy, he off chain. He off chain, man. He love cars. Love cars. Yo, let me show you. Let me show you who we have. And he love stuff like that. Let me show you. Hold up. Hold up. Let me show you. This how he rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce y'all the next Lewis Hamilton. Where he at? Hold on. I got him. Watch that. Come the next Lewis Hamilton, y'all. Leah, I'm gonna see what I got going on. Cause I got some, yeah. No show tomorrow now. Oh, this is the last show. That's him right there. That's him. That's next Lewis Hamilton right there. Look at it. Hey, always bad man right there. So yes, he you know what? He just you know, a lot of stuff. He got so many toys. So I'm just trying, always try to find him something. He got so many toys. We do that all the time. So I got to find something to mark him, something to learn from, stuff to learn. That's what I'm gonna get him, a lot of stuff. He said going to watch Penn State versus St. Thomas. Penn versus St. Thomas women play Saturday. A few ladies from Houston at Penn. Wait a minute, St. Thomas playing Penn? Saturday. Thanks for telling me that. If I'm not at the Bayou Classic, I'll be there. He said, I love it. Relax and enjoy your day tomorrow. But yeah, that's my man, man. He had a little go-kart. He had a little go-kart party. And he think he gonna be Lewis Hamilton. He think he can drive. But I'm, you know, I just enjoy yourself. And we'll see y'all on Monday. That's right. We'll see y'all on Monday. Y'all enjoy yourself. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all. Yeah, I'll see y'all on Monday. And hope to see y'all. If I'm not at that Bayou Classic, I'm gonna be I'll go to some of these games. I'm just trying to find out one I want to go to. That's all. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later.